to faithfully serve this community, we must understand the foundation our forefathers have laid before us. We are now the next stone that is built upon this foundation, passing on the traditions to the next generation that will serve. The challenges we face as firefighters serving in 2012 are the same as those who served in 1852. Although our equipment may make it easier for us to answer the call, our dedication, self-sacrifice, trust, and commitment are the same. We understand courage is not the absence of fear. It's knowing that there is something more important than fear. The bond of firefighters is not only within the 72 volunteer firefighters who serve in 2012, it's between all firefighters who have served in the past 160 years.
You can't go in a fire station and there's a pin up on the board that says next appointment 5:30 or the next appointment at 8:15. We know not when the appointment comes.
Washington Fire Department, Union 8213, respond to a first alarm from card number 5513, structure.
Car 100, Washington, responding from headquarters.
Car 100, the reporting party also advises it's approximately 100 feet from their residence.
Washington Fire 101, responding. 115, responding.
Washington Fire to Car 100. Car 100, the reporting party called back. She states that there is a 300-gallon fuel tank inside the structure, about half full. There's also a propane tank approximately 30 feet from the structure.
The pager goes off and you start formulating what are you up against? Where's it at? What could possibly be going on? What type of call is it?
There's a lot of mental preparation based on what the description of the alarm is, triggers many things in the mind.
It's a more focused mindset.
I'm at work on the west end. I have to run out of the plant and get in my car and try to make it to the call.
Once you get to the call, start sizing up what is there. Is it a vehicle accident? Is it a fire? Is it a hazardous materials? What is it exactly?
Try to be there as if my own child was the emergency.
Washington Fire Department 452, respond to a still car number 1143, vehicle rescue, subject trapped.
Extrication command, we're about 5 to 10 away from release. All hands on extrication and landing zone. Traffic's been shut down. Extrication should be complete. Charlie, waiting helicopter. Command to Washington, we have helicopter in sight.
The Washington Fire Department responds to approximately 800 alarms a year.
We have had as many as 900 before. Spikes in our responses have primarily occurred by weather events these days. On August the 4th, the fire department made 26 fire responses besides their responsibility at Town and Country Fair.
Various different styles, vehicle accidents, structure fires, requests for rescue, hazardous materials.
Fire is in our middle name, however, we do much more than that.
In years past, we were mainly responsible for fire suppression activities. Now we do rescue activities, basic life support, hazmat, boating, rescue calls.
They're all very important because it's all somebody who usually needs help.
Outside the fire department, I have a couple different things going on. I'm a dad. I have 5 kids, so.
Yeah. While serving as a firefighter in the Washington Fire Department, we also recognize that we're all volunteers, so all of us have jobs.
It's watching the kids or leaving them in a restaurant or leaving them shopping or whatever it may be, where you are leaving them on the side of the road while you're doing something.
We may be at home with our family, a social event, could be at church. More than likely, we're going to be at our other job. And with the support of the business community and employers in Washington over the years, we've been able to make rapid professional responses because they're supporting their people to man these trucks, make the alarm in a timely manner, and deal with the situation. It's been invaluable for 160 years.
So there's a lot of support work in the background that makes us available to do what we do.
One of the things that attracted me the most was the brotherhood, the bond that the guys share, that together they're in this. I draw a lot from their commitment to it. It helps me to be more committed in my day job, so to speak, as a priest. It helps me to be more committed around here to the community through the fire department. It just helps me to be a better person, and that's what I love about it.
And when I first became captain, that was really a strange environment because I had multiple dads in the section. I had a Don Honey and a Bob Coney, and Coney has this way with this, he's got this thumb and he'll press it in your shoulder, and that's when I knew if I wasn't doing something right or needed to be guided a little bit, Coney would he'd pull me aside and push the thumb in my shoulder a little bit and say, hey, listen. And if he did that, you knew it was time to listen to what he had to say and take it seriously. But I've had a lot of good mentors throughout the time I've been here. You're committing people to jobs that it's your responsibility as a commanding officer to get them back out of. And it's not a job taken real lightly.
One of the things as you analyze our history and how we've progressed that we feel validates our direction and the decision process we have is that over time we've accumulated the assets, the training ability, and the people to lower our insurance rate for the public protection class. And as a volunteer company particularly, we are proud of our rating and what it means to the community. Of all the fire departments graded in the United States, we're in the top 2%. There are 2,000 fire departments out of all the fire departments graded that are a class 3, 2, or 1. In April of 2000, we were awarded a class 3. And it kind of validates the direction that we have taken over time and with our progress and tradition have been able to achieve for the citizens, which is proven on a day-to-day basis as we make each response and try to save every life we can.
I just witnessed a motor vehicle accident, cement truck roll over on Highway A southbound of Pottery. I'll be on the scene checking for injuries. Give me a full dispatch for rescue.
I was there when she was in her final moments, and I had to pull her out of the car, and that was the most memorable call that I've been at, just being at the end of life, a very tragic event. I felt like if it wasn't going to be me, who was it going to be?
We had a vehicle rescue across the river with Marthasville, and a Dodge Neon basically jumped over a culvert pipe and broke a telephone pole in half. And the car basically hit the pole with the top of the car, and we actually extricated him from the bottom of the car. We attacked it from the bottom and the top, and Plan B was cutting the car in half, and that's how we were going to get him out, was literally cut the car in half and get him out of there. Put him on a helicopter. 3 days later, he's walking out of St. John's Hospital in Creve Coeur. So that was a good feeling. That was a good call.
We went to a call for what they thought was a full arrest, and there was an older woman who was lying on the ground in her house, and she had come to consciousness before we got there. And the ambulance people and our captains were trying to talk her into going to the hospital. And I kind of whispered to one of the captains, I said, let me have a try, because I knew she was Catholic. So then I just knelt down over her, had my bunker pants on and my collar, and I said, Mildred, it's Father Mike from Our Lady of Lourdes. She said, I know who you are. I said, well, you need to go to the hospital. And she said, okay. So she finally would only listen to me. She wouldn't listen to anybody else. But it was just one of those funny older Catholic stories that we run into.
Working with a volunteer group is pretty unique and special. It's not like my job where I'm at Sporlan, where everybody gets paid.
I don't feel that any firefighters really do it for the recognition. Myself, it's just the personal reward for doing the duty, for doing the job.
It's more deep in what we do, trying to help a citizen.
Honor is never off duty. Honor is a lifestyle. It goes along with moral standards. It goes with integrity.
And the fire service as a whole calls it a brothers and sisterhood. But yeah, it's beyond just members that you serve with or other people in the community. They're friends.
When we go to a fire, we all have a common goal. It is to help the citizen, help the person, to try to relieve them of that pain, that burden that they have.
Well, in looking back at our 160-year history, the landscape of the fire department has changed tremendously.
Over my 32 years of fire service has been rather amazing. Apparatus, equipment was much simpler when I first started.
And our forefathers responded with hose carts that they had to pull to the fire, hook to a hydrant and fight fire, or breathe through a wet beard to minimize, inhalation of smoke. And our first motorized fire apparatus in 1917, for example, was a motorized Ford Farm A 17 truck, which is a crank start.
And yet what hasn't changed is the level of commitment. Even though we have a few more tools and toys now, maybe that they didn't have years ago, those guys were just as committed to serving the community, to making somebody's bad day better.
Seeing some of the older equipment, the way the older generations fought the fires, and then seeing some of the new technology, the new equipment that we have, it's really progressed.
As time progresses, the dedication actually, in some regards, increases. Whether it's call volume, regulatory compliance, ISO gradings, insurance gradings.
The real key is that the qualities that you found in our founding fathers in 1852, the firefighters who came before us, the dedication, the commitment to duty, exists today in 2012.
For the past 160 years, our forefathers have been loyal to serving the land which we now serve, carrying on the traditions, compassion, and dedication of those who have instilled upon us the values of a firefighter. We faithfully step forward to the responsibility, not knowing when the next call will come. We answer, not looking for recognition, but wanting to bring hope and help to our community. Our hands, our hearts, and our lives are dedicated to helping those in need. We are a family with an unshakable bond, united by an unwritten code. Our training has prepared us. Our excellence will define us. Our roots run deep. Our legacy is solid. Our integrity is strong. We are the Washington Fire Company.